Hey, welcome He-Maniacs to He-Maniacs Live. This is your regular hosts, Mike and AJ, and unfortunately, Jay today had to quickly run out. He had a sudden personal emergency that he had to attend to.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, he will not be joining us. So the three Eternia Musketeers are now just a duo.
It's just what is it? Clint and Steve or whatever.
Yeah, no Mick, right?
Yeah.
So unfortunately, our best wishes are with Jay, and I'm sure he'll be back with us next time. And but we will trek on. So first, let's say hello to everyone in the chat, starting with Warren. Hi, Three Musketeers. MOTU movie looks more epic. Yes, it does. Especially after today's trailer. Well, actually, today's trailer was mostly Earth scenes. We got a little new footage.
I would say they added a lot of Earth stuff in the new trailer.
Yeah. Masters of the Universe Classic is here. My fave, guys. Look forward to this, and we look forward to.
I have not watched the 12 pass.
You just get it out of the way.
Sorry.
You just need a shirt, Mike, that says
I have not watched it.
You just let's see. Grayskull Zombie is here. Always a good time listening to the He-Maniacs. Thank you. Good to see you, buddy. We have Captain Clawful. Hi, all. Made it to another live one. This earlier time suits us UK folks. Yeah, I was thinking about that.
Yeah.
Great Mo Tuesday live show the other day, Mike.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, that was the inaugural Mo Tuesday night live with Kenzo and I. Real fun.
Look at you with your fancy words. Your inaugural.
Did you see our intro? Oh man, go watch that. Just watch the intro if anything. Kenzo and I put that together, and it's hilarious.
It was the first show for us dummies. So, who's this guy? Eternian Royalty. Yeah, he'll be on in a few minutes. Grayskull Zombie, it's a great time to be a MOTU fan. Yeah, I was thinking, man, this has got to be the best year. And some people were mentioning that in the community forums as well. I mean, this has to be considering
since the 80s. Yeah.
Mike, and we'll talk about it, but for a stretch of 4 months, we're going to have 3 different Masters of the Universe comics. 3 congruently. Is that
crazy?
Yeah. That is so crazy. And then then 2 for 12 months for a whole year, right? And we're going to get to that new comic, but that is ridiculous. Masters of the Universe Classic, no worries, Mike. You take your time. I left a message in chat here last night. There was mine and another one, but they're gone now. Hopefully you saw them.
Oh, I did not see them.
No, you'll have to type it again. I've seen 2 Art of MOTU books, one with He-Man and 4 small He-Man pics at the bottom, and one with Castle Grayskull and 6 small character pics at the bottom of the cover. Continued. Is this the same book with different covers? That's interesting. I'm gonna have to look for that. I haven't.
I'll have to look into that one.
Yeah, I've just seen the normal one with the Battle Cat and He-Man concept art. We have Dwight in the house. Good to see you, Dwight. We also have Lawrence. Great chat, guys. Good to see you, Lawrence. Can't wait. The movie Wicked comes.
Pretty sure that might be a spell chat or a spelling area. But.
Yeah, something like that.
Wicked Cool. That's my guess. The L and the M.
Wicked Cool.
They're close on the keyboard.
That's good. We have Ryan in the house. Oh, Ryan's awesome. Of the 3, who is the good, the bad, and the ugly? What the hell? I'll take the ugly out of away from Jay and Mike right off the bat. So
I'm probably the bad then. Jay's the good.
All right, Jay will be the good. But he can get ugly, guys. I'm just kidding. Masters of the Universe Classic. Mike, did you see a reply from Collector Phil on the Sword Plus post? You have to read this, laugh out loud. Phil's a lovely guy, too. The Sword Plus
Sword
post.
Plus? What's the Sword Plus post?
I don't know. We have a new viewer in the house, Julio. Good to see you, Julio. Good to see you, buddy. Always happy to see new faces. We have Alex Moore in the house from Facebook. Good to see you, Alex. Lawrence is from Mexico. I'm from Mexico. We fans too here. Yeah. Jeez, in Mexico. Brazil is huge.
We're worldwide right now, man. It's crazy.
Worldwide. We have Manny in the house. Hey, guys, I'm looking forward to seeing you at MOTUniverse. Looking forward to seeing you too, buddy. It's going to be a fun 2 days. I just hope we can slow it down, make it to like bullet time and last a long time. I don't want to like be done and then be like, holy crap, where did the time go? Yeah.
It's gonna fly by, especially for us kind of working it. Like I said, I'm not gonna be able to enjoy this con the way I'm thinking I'm gonna be able to enjoy it.
No, you won't be. No.
But I'm excibe that everyone else will get to enjoy it the way I used to enjoy cons. So
you're not gonna be able to sit in a panel and just
if I can sit back and smoke a cigar after everything went successful, I'll be like, yep, cool.
Yeah. We have Kiss My Grits from Florida, or Kiss My Grits, Florida, rather. The buzz for Motu from CinemaCon was very positive, especially from those who were invited to see additional footage.
I ended up listening to probably like 5 different YouTubers encounters of that. Lots of spoilers, so we won't go over that here too much. I don't want to spoil a lot, but if you're interested, check out, of course I watched Pixel Dan, I watched Geek Dad Life, I watched Black Nerd.
Why weren't we invited, Mike? Because enough, and I love those guys, and especially Pixel Dan has done a lot for Motu. These guys also cover Turtles. They also cover lots of things. We are just dedicated Motu. And did we get an invite? No.
We're small fish in the pond.
Bridesmaids never a bride. Alex from Facebook, do we know the writing is on the chest plate? Says no. Yeah, I threw it out there. Some of the we threw that out on Facebook. I wonder if I should just bring that up.
I can go. So someone said check the standee at Denny's because it's obviously big, and I can go to a Denny's maybe leaving later today, and I'll take a really close picture.
How close is a Denny's to you?
About 6 minutes away. Not long, far at all. Like a couple freeway exits up the freeway.
We have it in sorry. Oh, you know what? I could access it here. Movie subforum. We have it in the community forum, live action movie general discussion. Horn Clown did the last.
They're gonna be like, you're back again.
There we go. So So if everyone can see that hasn't seen, you know what? I have to share the image. So share this tab instead. Here we go. So if anyone hasn't seen, what we're showing here is, if you look on the actual Muckle mannequins, He-Man, there's writing around the Iron Cross. And I had noticed that looking at this close-up shot. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is more writing to decipher.
Yeah.
And I didn't really have the time to go through it, nor did I want to ruin the fun for people, because I know if people had fun decoding the writing on the power sword, the sword of power.
You can see it on so I zoomed in on the picture I took of the standee. You can see it on there. So if I got close enough, you might be able to make out some of the words at least.
Right. Okay. And then just to confirm, I looked at the armor and there was definitely writing going on in the movie on his actual armor. So maybe it says something like by the power of Grayskull or something.
That's my guess.
Yeah. But all right, we'll take this out. Let's go back to the chat. Walmart is near me and it's full of movie toys. Yeah, I've been hearing that. But the official release date is Saturday, right? That's the 25th.
I was going to say Southern California has not. I just went to 2 Walmarts the other day after seeing a bunch of people post that they were finding stuff. House of Chakotay, who's in the chat, found a whole wave at his Walmart. So there are Walmarts putting them out early, but none down here, sadly.
Yeah. I did hear someone post, was it the forums? Not sure, that they are ringing up properly. They're not telling the cashier to bring them in the back, So it looks like if there's none out and you can convince a clerk to go out and get them, you should be able to ring them up successfully, at least according to the buzz. I have it King He-Man with the OK Love Dwight. King He-Man? King Grayskull, are we talking about? Or
King Grayskull, I think, yeah.
Yeah, or possibly the Mondo, which is a He-Man that turns into King Grayskull. Anturnios, check out his Facebook page. Hi, AJ and Mike. Great to see you guys. Exciting times to be a Motu fan. Yeah. Good to see you, buddy. Klinsky is in the house. Good evening from Lisbon, Portugal. How are you doing, gentlemen?
Portugal.
You know what? I'm just doing okay. But he's doing awesome because not only does he have a Denny's to go to, but this son of a gun got to meet He-Man himself. Not Nick. Dolph himself. If you missed it on his social media post, you got to see him in person. He was doing a little stint for his alcohol at a liquor store. And
so crazy.
Mikey got wind, headed over there, and I got to meet He-Man himself. And you said there was like a line of like 10 people, right? Oh, let me pop you. Look at this. Oh, so crazy. So jealous, Mike.
Yeah, there was hardly any people. Turn down the brightness so you can see it a little better on the screen.
All right, I'll leave you full on square.
There we go.
What a great picture. That's a fantastic picture.
And then the cool thing is we got to start taking a shot. Of course, so I went solo, right? I was by myself. So I asked I think it was the liquor store's owner's wife, and she, they're not, I don't know, English natives, I would imagine, right? So I'm like, hey, can you take pictures and videos? And she goes, yeah, sure. And I'm like, okay, cool. Well, I don't think she knew how to do a video because she did videos and she got the good part. We got us cheersing. And then the next one, and I love his face right here. He's like, he looks up like,
Still, the fact that someone was willing to do that for you.
I should have just started a video and say, can you just hold this and record the whole thing? And then I could have screenshotted throughout for photos.
Yeah. No, hey, and just the chance. This is really the year of Motu for you, Mike. Jeez.
But yeah, he signed his hard cut vodka. It's 90 proof. It went down. It had some ice in the cup, but I mean, it was like, it was smooth. So it was
You're never going to open that one, though.
No.
No.
And then, of course, it was the most whirlwind freaking hour of my life. Like, I was sitting there on the couch with my wife, getting ready. I had Kung Fu that night. It was Thursday, right? So
everybody likes Kung Fu fighting.
Yeah. And all of a sudden, 5:45, I get this message from my friend Iram, who he runs a vintage toy kind of booth. If you're familiar with, it's called Ninja Exchange. It's kind of like a Frankenstein in LA, where it's a bunch of booths, like a Comic-Con, but literally every weekend. And he messaged me. He goes, "Hey, Dolph's at a liquor store in Coronado Island. It's, isn't that close to you? You should come by." I'm like, I read that message like, wait, what? And he sent a picture of him and Dolph, and I'm like,
you owe him a dinner. You owe him a dinner. Seriously.
Right? So I went into freak out mode, and I tell my wife, I'm like, oh my God, what do I do? I can't, I'm so close to my lesson. I don't want to cancel like the last, like less than an hour from my lesson. And I get up, I'm pacing. I'm like thinking about things for him to sign. And of course, anything movie related from 87, I have it all in my storage. I don't really have that much out. And I was like, what do I do? What do I do? And I ended up, my wife, bless her heart, she knows me. She's like, this is a once in a lifetime thing. You should call and cancel and go see Dolph. And I'm like, you're right. So I called, and they were super cool about it. They're like, yeah, sure, no problem. We'll reschedule for Monday. I was like, okay, cool. And then I drove over there, and I grabbed, the only thing I had was a bunch of these flyers because I knew I wanted to give him a MOTUniverse flyer.
Yeah.
He ended up signing one for me. So I have his signature on our flyer. And
just
then,
think the amount of money you would have to pay for at a con for a picture, you know, for an autograph, for
picture
2
and an
autographs.
autograph from him at a con. Yeah, I heard it's like a few $100.
So yeah, to answer your question, Klinsky, Mike is doing very well. AJ's just doing okay. He's still unemployed. All right. Alex Moore. Love the comment by Travis Knight. We are honoring what came before us, but making it new. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. He's going to turn out to be the right guy for the job, I swear. Masters Universe Classic. Mike and AJ, do you think this year has been the best year when it comes to honoring the original 80s cartoon? Over all the years, it's been cried out for, but it seems they're really focused on it. Yeah. Definitely. Once I saw that big pink muscled Prince Adam with his head back laughing.
They full on played the Filmation music in that UK trailer. That's straight off the cartoon. That's not even a tribute. That's like full on.
I thought you were going for a certain meme. Okay. Yes. Yes. Let's just hope it shows up in the actual movie, Mike.
Yeah.
Warren says best wishes to Jay. Yes, we agree. Absolutely. Our heart and is with him. Plush that was meant to say. Oh, the sword. He was talking about sword plush. Okay.
So that's not my post. I don't know.
That might have been.
I liked it and moved on. I don't really.
I did a post.
Oh, you did a post
for the sword plush. Yeah.
Let me see.
David's in the house. My buddy David just wanted to say hello, guys. Oh, man, this man is invaluable. He makes sure I catch all the news. You know, all the news. If I miss it, he makes sure it's covered.
That's awesome.
Yeah, he's awesome. The House of Shakoti. How's it going, everyone? Good to see you, buddy.
So I don't have Facebook. When I go on comments, all it says is 9 comments from Facebook. So I don't see any of your guys.
I have the accounts linked.
I don't see it sadly on Instagram.
I don't understand. You know, I have the accounts linked. It should be what do you call it? Interchangeable? Do you know what I mean? It should be combined, pulled together. I would think all the comments, but for some reason it's not.
Yeah. I don't know.
The sword plush. Okay. But you hate. Corrections too. We have Captain Clawful saying my Creations Origins movie Beastman parcel might be lost. The courier put my label on the wrong package. Absolutely fuming. That's horrible. So does that mean you're getting something else or got something else? That sucks. Maybe. We have Dark Rain 55 in the house. Good on Facebook. Hey, good to see you, buddy. I think we've seen him before, so welcome. We also have Warren Newman said he pre-ordered Chronicles Fisto and Ram Man and Sound Power Sword from Amazon. Nice.
And nice.
Yeah. Isn't that funny? Just like the when the kids line was first announced and Mattel came out with everything, it was called First Ones.
I'm freezing.
It was just
I froze for a second.
You froze for a second. That's right. So when the kids line was announced, the First Ones and all that First Ones promo stuff came out, it wasn't just covering the figures; it was covering the toys. You know, the Skeletor mask, and it was covering the Power Sword. You know, First Ones. And it's funny that how Chronicles has translated not just to the figures now, but also like the Havoc staff. It's called the Chronicles Havoc staff. So it's not really to cover just the action figures anymore, which is really interesting. Right. Both. Let's see. Phil says the He-Man sword plush post, a reply there for myself and Collector Phil. It might be on YouTube. I'll have to look at it. So
I think I saw him posting something about it saying, yeah, it's on YouTube post, Mike.
Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, House of Shakoti was shocked to see those figures at Walmart. I'm not. At least I'd be shocked if it was for me. Maybe that's what you mean. But everyone seems to like find a store that like just puts it out early. And my store, you're lucky if it puts it out on time. So UK has no toys whatsoever. Yep, maybe they're doing the honorable thing, Alex, and they're waiting until the 25th. They're not the honorable thing, but the in ordinance with what Mattel has instructed. GTGS Papa. Kiss My Grits says, I still believe that Dolph Lundgren will be making a cameo in the new movie as King Grayskull, not as a random man in Adam's gym on Earth who tells him good journey. We're not going to comment on the second part, but hey, we would love the first part from the appear as King Grayskull. We would love that for sure. So, we have Zeno Mayo saying from Boca Raton, Florida, just received my Motu Chronicles Scarecrow from eBay. Oh, you had to pay eBay prices. Hopefully not too much.
Yeah, hopefully it wasn't too much over the actual cost if it was from eBay.
My Mondu 6 scale He-Man 2.0 last week. Can't wait for Motu. Yeah, that He-Man is awesome. I wish I could afford that right now. Let's see. I put a Hordak MX head on Chronicles He-Man, and it looks incredible.
Yeah, I found the comment.
You found the comment?
Real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. So this is on your plush power sword, right? So before I show everyone's aware, there's a new plush power sword coming out, right? Where it's like a pillow.
And it makes noise if you bang it against stuff, like your siblings.
Well, there we go.
Your spouse.
MOTUniverse Classic says, this is cool because we can whack Mike really hard without hurting him for not completing his first task and watching 12 tasks with Asterisk.
There you go. Be happy he wants to use
that. It makes noise when we clunk him on the head with it. Seriously, I'd love Jay's idea of a watch party with this. It's so good. It'll bring lots of new fans to He-Mania. I'm pretty sure He-Maniacs will love. Also, right up to our street. Very enjoyable, very funny. Collector Phil says, I, for one, have been watching the 12 tasks with Asterisk for as long as I can remember, starting in my childhood in the 80s. We're from Quebec. See, that's what I think. I think this is like a Canadian thing. I don't know, man. Definitely, I had never heard of it being out in California.
I had never heard of it either, but I did give it a watch, and it was a lot of fun.
The 12 tasks is my absolute favorite from the series. Much beloved classic. Never forget the impact it had on me as a young child, especially the Ghost Skeleton Legionnaire Army, like Motu Skeleton Warriors, almost the same look. Somehow, very few Americans have gotten into. Yeah, exactly. See, that's the thing. It was always an outlier franchise in the U.S.
Yeah. Very good. It is very good. My favorite scene is the permit scene. Won't spoil that, but we should probably get to some news. Masters Universe Classic was wondering if the delay was to bring online co-op. Really wish that was the case. Delay to the He-Man and Masters Universe Dragon Pearl Destruction video game. But I'd love that to be the case, but Limited Run is having some major problems. So
yeah,
I have a feeling it's more tied to that. Yeah, and their physical release of the game as well. And but I would love to be wrong, and you'd be right, buddy. Love that. And he also says, also just want to say thank you to you guys for all you do. You work so hard with passion too, and bring us some great stuff, including these live and news. Just want to say thank you.
Yeah,
Motu Classic. You're awesome for saying that. Thank you. We try very hard, and
want to say thank you for tuning in and watching us every time.
Yeah, seriously. You're the one always giving us great comments and great feedback that we build this show around sometimes. Oh, that's nice. Timic Lab says you guys are the best. All right, so from this point, let's pull up some Motu. Thank you, buddy. We appreciate it. You're the best as well. This whole community is the greatest. I've been another fan of this community is the greatest. Let's go back to He-Mania.com and start looking at some news here. Let's get out of here. Let's see if there's some news to discuss. Holy crap, is there news to discuss? All right. Well, yeah. Real quick, just this is breaking today.
Should we start with the? Okay, you want to start with that?
Well, since it was the next one, front and back cover revealed for Masters Universe film, the Junior novel, releasing May 5th. Guys, this is an adaptation of the movie, and it's coming out May 5th.
That's kind of crazy.
That is crazy. So they released the cover. We reported this back in November. Oh, I love the font. The movie junior novel. And it says here includes an 8-page full color insert. But look at this. It's a new shot of Evelyn. Triclops. This might be on the Uno card. I'm not sure. This looks like a new shot we've never seen before of Sorceress.
Yeah.
I'm still. Looks like a little blue beak there, but I'm still like a little annoyed that I don't see that.
On the top, yeah, it's like a robin's egg blue.
Yeah.
Like blue.
I just really wish we saw the true Filmation colors.
Yeah.
We already got a white Sorceress in the 87 movie, but yeah. So so we got this, and then the back cover I think is even more exciting because this is like a confirmation. This is a studio shot of the Bone Throne. I mean, I know we got the replica, from Muckle Mannequins that was advertised.
Yeah.
But this means it must be in the movie.
Bucket.
Yeah, but this means, like, guaranteed, this is what it looks like in the movie. It's the Filmation freaking Bone Throne. Oh, it's ridiculous. The fact that we're going to see this on screen.
I mean, that throne is almost as iconic as, that's why it cracked me up. There was, I don't remember if I'm not sure if you remember, there was a post of like an auction of some artwork, and it was Skeletor in the collector, and the girl was like, this iconic Skeletor's throne. And I'm like, that's not even his throne. What are you talking about?
I saw that post. Yeah. And I was wondering if AI partially wrote it, or I don't know.
Probably,
yeah.
Right?
Yeah, more than half the articles I'm seeing today is just AI. It just makes me nuts. But this doesn't make me nuts. This makes me excited. Holy cow. So can't wait. Master Universe Classic was saying, what's this junior novel mean? It means just a novelization for the young adults.
Yeah, easier read, not like, easier words and probably bigger font.
Mm-hmm. And it's, definitely bigger font. And see here, it's grade level 3 to 6.
Yeah.
So
but an easier read, right? A 3rd grade reading level words.
Yeah, 8 to 12 years of age, 160 pages, not like that 300-page length.
Perfect for me right there.
Yeah, but guaranteed there's going to be some spoilers in there. I mean, not like an adult adaptation, but there's definitely going to be some spoilers. So I just wanted to warn people about that.
3rd grade reading level, excellent.
Yeah. MOTUPrints, oh yeah, caught you all on my lunch break. Good to see you, MOTUPrints. Yep. Just to answer our question, Zeno Mayo says no. Didn't pay ridiculous eBay prices. He's talking about the Scareglow, I think. Actually, less than listed on the Walmart website.
Wow. Well, because what happens is Walmart uses third parties on their website if it's sold out, and these third parties will jack up the price because it's some like local comic shop or something that has it.
Well, that's crazy. But I'm glad he got a good price for it.
I remember when that whole Duplico, right? And everyone was looking for Duplico, the Origins Duplico, and all of a sudden he showed up on Walmart for like $90 or something, and everyone was like, what the hell? And it was some mom and pop store that had him, and it was like, oh, it's not even Walmart, it's, and it's kind of crazy that Walmart allows that to happen, where basically they're pulling Flipper Franks on their own website.
Yeah, I'm not really thrilled about that. Now, I do know Walmart. Yeah, you're talking about partners, though, right? I mean, it's not really from Walmart makes a portion, like eBay.
Yeah, they probably do make a portion, which is why they do allow it, I'm sure. But at the same time, it's like these third-party retailers that are able to promote through Walmart's website.
Yeah, that's a fair point.
Price gouging the hell out of people.
Yeah. All right, this is the news Mike was talking about. We weren't expecting to talk about this today, and Mikey's the one who actually gave me the heads up. He's like, get it, do your job, bitch. Get it on the news page.
Yeah, I got to shout out Steve Quigley. He's a longtime follower of mine. Messaged Jay and I this morning in a group chat, and his son, I guess, went on YouTube and came across. Oh, there he is. He's just messaged SZJQ82 on Instagram, and he said, "Hey, my son Grayson just found this on YouTube. I think he said there's new scenes," and I'm like, "Huh?" And so I click on it, and then immediately, obviously, the first scene, right, is an extended Earth scene, and I'm like, "Holy shit!" So, of course, I sent that over to you. I'm like, "Hey, dude, like, just got this sent to me. There's new scenes.
Yeah,
go, go, go,
go, go, go! Get to work. Drop that breakfast." Yeah,
I mean, even right here, the picture you sent, like, that's, we hadn't seen that before. Didn't realize he breaks freaking Torak.
I know, he must like yank him off the right. pedestal, and yeah, that is so funny. Look how tan he is, Tim. Yeah. Torak. Yeah. And even though people are going to say that's Vicor, but it's really, it looks like it's a combination of both Torak and
exactly. They obviously, for the movie, kind of, it's Vicor's design, Torak's name. Like, they took elements of everything and made it into one character.
Yeah, I think some of the armor is Torak, but it's all combined. And I think this is like, this character is supposed to be Torak, right? And the Torak collection.
Yeah.
All right. So hey, why don't we watch the trailer? I didn't download it and get it prepped because I didn't know I was doing this today, but we could watch it right through YouTube. So everyone, if you're not aware, there was a new UK trailer that dropped. And it caused some alarm because it says coming out June 3rd, which is actually a surprise to some people in the UK. But let's watch the trailer first, and then we can talk about it afterwards.
Take the sword.
I have the power! So, I'm not from around here. The stories you're telling, Adam, that you're stuck here until you find this magic sword.
This obsession with nerd stuff and sword things, you're freaking people out, especially Daryl.
God, I hate Daryl. I know it sounds crazy, but that sword is gonna show me the way home. I know most of you don't remember me, but I know all of you.
Everything changed since you left.
It's all gone. Skeletor took my family, and he destroyed our world. It's all my fault.
I know how it feels to fail. And when you fall, that's your chance to stand tall.
I have the power!
The universe shall quake and must shudder.
This is my home. I'm gonna fight for it. I need every man, woman, or whatever that is.
You may have the power, but you're too scared to use it.
Trust me, I know how to use it.
You tell everyone that you're from another planet. It just makes you sound a little very crazy.
There it is. So, there were some people that are from the UK that are saying this, as far as they knew, it was coming out June 5th, which...
That is very interesting. Like, do cinemas in the UK normally have Wednesday releases?
Well, I think they have screenings just like we do.
Right.
and some people can answer in the chat. So they're a little surprised about this too, which makes me believe: is it possible that it's also going to be June 3rd in the U.S.? You know, that rare Wednesday that Mattel's going to change it, or Amazon's going to change it. Maybe get a leg up on Scary Movie.
It's good, yeah. Have it release a few days earlier just to build that box office momentum. Yeah. I don't know. Well, I'm going to keep an eye out, you know, and see if anything changes. So I Googled everything today, and everything still looks like June 5th. But now Germany's June 4th. But Germany's been June 4th for a while now, I think. I'll have the sword that says June 5th, and then it won't be right.
And then it won't be right. Yep. So let's see. There's Steve Quigley saying, yeah, AJIMSZJQ82 on IG. Good to know. I'm going to look out for you, Steve. Good to see you, buddy. And thanks for letting Mikey know. Well, in turn, let me know. And we got it up rather quickly for the fans. Let's see. Motu Prince says, I love clearly the clearly intended Adam that doesn't know the words.
Right.
We're talking about pulling the sword,
he
right?
He holds it up. He's probably like,
go!
Take me home.
Yeah. I command you. Yeah, there's probably going to be like 10 different things he does, and it's going to be cutting to it, and it's going to be funny. The power is in me, you know, something like that.
Thundercats, ho!
Yeah. That would be Thundercats. Oh, that would be hilarious, Mike. Let's see. Classics. Oh, you're talking about the book. Skeletor Havoc staff looks fantastic on the back cover. I'll be honest, guys. There's one Havoc staff you posted that's coming out. I wasn't very keen. It didn't look that recognizable. It's either the Chronicles toy or Muckle Mannequins, I think. That's the only two, I think, so far.
The movie one is different. Like, honestly, I'd rather have the Filmation version or the toy version than the movie.
Yeah. Kiss My Grit says, I like the goddess costume design for the sorceress. And if you look at her new Funko toy, the blue and orange are parts of the train on her sleeves. Yeah. Yes. Yeah, I know. We can we get there? We might be able to get there really quick. This is really share this tab instead. Are we here? Yeah. So if you guys go on He-Mania.com, click the Masters of the MOTUniverse. We're going to talk about MOTUniverse 4 weeks ago, guys. We're going to talk about it. May 23rd
to the day, guys. One month. It's crazy.
And we're going to talk about it very shortly. If you click on the Masters of the Universe movie icon here, we have a whole Masters of the Universe page dedicated to information, posters, videos, official images. Then we go to Empire Magazine images, Entertainment Weekly images. And then we got like screenshots for trailer 1, screenshots for trailer 2. I mean, there was so much goodies on here. But while I go back, I love even going through it because I'm just a fan, Mikey.
Right.
But if we go back here, we could click on the actor, and I want to click on the sorceress because we're talking about her outfit. Here we go. Click on the sorceress, and we get every news article featuring Marina Baccarin. Here we go. Masters of the Universe movie sorceress appears to have Filmation colors upon closer look. So we were zooming in, and we saw that on the trail of her outfit. Let me click this through.
The blue in there. Yep.
Yeah, on the back here. We got the blue and the orange. So,
which is awesome. I think it's just the right amount. I know you want more traditional, but I think that's perfect. It's white, and it's paying homage with that orange and blue in there.
Perfect, Mike.
It's a good blend of the 87 movie and Filmation put together.
We already got the 87 movie, and it wasn't well, I love her from the bottom half. So, but you never know. Maybe something will change when she transforms into the Falcon, right? And when she transforms back, maybe she'll look more Falcon-esque. You know, I don't know. We'll have to. I'm going to wait to do my complete rant till after the movie is released. But because you never know, we might, because she's going to transform into Falcon. We might see her in mid transformation, and she looks exactly like Filmation, right? So we'll just have to wait and see. But awesome surprised to have that trailer. Mike, did you like the Earth stuff? You saw the extra Earth stuff?
You know, it's not bad as long as, again, like, if that's like gonna be 10 to 15 minutes of the movie, and you know, I don't want to spoil it for people, but obviously we all saw the scene where Beastman is on Earth, right? So we know that that happens. So if that's like the concluding end of them, and then they all, Adam escapes and gets back to Eternia, and it just, the rest is Eternia from then on out, cool. But I did, you know, I hate Daryl too. No, I'm just kidding. I feel like that it was a fun, you know, they added some humor in there, and I think that's great. And I agree, like with him knocking down Torak, and I'm sure, like you said, they're probably gonna have like at least 4 or 5 different sayings where he thinks he's gonna get it and he doesn't remember it. So I'm looking forward to it being fun and humor in the right moments, you know? Yeah.
You know, Mike, you're a Marvel fan. Daryl reminded me of Daryl in those Thor shorts where he was living with a guy named Daryl. Yep. Masters Universe Classic said the car backup Spike-Core earlier today looks fantastic. Yeah, it does.
Oh, yeah. And there you can very recognizably tell he is purple. People keep going, oh, it didn't look purple. No, he's purple. Spike-Core, him and Too Bad are two of my like non-core henchmen that I just absolutely love. They were some of my favorites as a kid. Too Bad's probably one of my favorite Motu characters, just of all. And you know, Spike-Core, he's awesome too. I really enjoy him.
Yeah,
I'm a fan of the color purple. Apparently, you know, Too Bad and Spike-Core.
I'm really frightened we're not going to see Merman. So, you know,
hopefully a sequel. That's my fingers crossed. Anything we're not seeing this time around, you know, hopefully we'll see in the sequel.
These Lawrence says these He-Man trailers makes me cry more than Street Fighter trailer, really. And I'm sure you mean cry in a good way. Yeah,
the Street Fighter trailer, I don't know. That almost looks like too cheesy in a way. But again, I'm going to be there. I'm going to watch it in theaters. I love Street Fighter. I have a heart. Like, I wish Cody Rhodes' hair was a little bit shorter and wider out. Like that version of Kyle's hair. It looks really funky, like straight up like that. I don't know.
TM Mick Labs says, I'm back. I checked my spreadsheet, including OG figures, vehicles, playsets, and managed to hold on to 58 in total of the original 80s line since I was 5.
Pretty good. Awesome. Out of 65.
I lost all of mine in a flood. I will tell that story once again one day, but not today. So I have none of my original goodies. I designed AJ with the glasses on specs. Steve Quigley on specs.
Oh, he's talking about, so he's working on a comic where he's, you know, obviously his son is autistic and he's making a comic for his son, and he's having the help of AI. And so he made me into a character. He made Jay into a character, and I think he was making you into a character, and it looked like the bad guy that helps Bowser from Super Mario, and it's because he had the glasses, you know, the little turtle guy.
Yeah. Everyone will get to see my glasses at MOTUniverse. It's another, without my glasses, it's another attraction.
Here's what I've always wanted to know, AJ.
You'll get to see me without the hat and without the glasses.
What's on the back side of the hat?
You'll have to find out. It's a MOTUniverse surprise.
Right.
All right.
For Halloween, man, I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna go buy some of those glasses, and we're gonna do an Eternia 4 episode where we're all dressed as each other.
And I'm gonna dress as you, and I'll have a Dolph Lundgren cutout. And I'll be clinking glasses, and I'll have Denny's in my hand.
There you go. Have the Denny's menu.
And just a shirt that says "Just living the dream." Brendan Barnes says, if the movie's as fun as the Chronicles figures, then we're in for treats. Well, I don't have any yet, but they look fun.
Right.
Yeah.
Same here.
Yep. All right, let's get to some more news. The wait is over. Hardcover omnibus of Revelation and Revolution continuity comics is on the way, titled Masters Universe Revolution Library Edition. It's finally happening, Masters Universe Revelation Revolution fans, something that we have publicly asked for years. Dark Horse Comics has finally answered the call by announcing the brand new Masters Universe Revolution Library Edition hardcover collection. Billed as the official comics companion to the Powerhouse animation series, this hardcover 8x12 book will contain 368 pages of the glorious tie-in prequel comic series, Masters of the Universe Revelation, Masters of the Universe Revolution, Masters of the Universe Forge of Destiny,
Wow.
and Masters of the Universe Andra. And what is notably absent is the Masters Universe Masterverse comics, an anthology multiverse saga that is not essential to the greater narrative, but did in fact take place in Revelation and Revolution continuity. There was a framework story where all these multiverse stories happen within, and the framework was Revelation continuity and animation models. So, so unfortunately, that is not included. And this is coming out, November 3rd, with a price tag of $59.99. And oh yeah, you can be sure I'm getting this one. So I was huge fan of especially the Sheridan comics, the Revelation tie-in, the Revolution, and the Revolution tie-in with Hordak and Keldor, and it features no He-Man in 4 issues. Oh, I thought that thing was brilliant. And what was great is it intertwined in the show. You know, you would see training sequences you saw from Revolution, and then it would fill in a little before and fill in a little after. And
that's awesome.
Yeah, that's awesome. So
yeah, I was out with a friend on Monday. I was with my friend Aaron, and we were actually going to movie theaters trying to find the damn standee to take pictures. And we also went to Denny's. And, we stopped at a comic shop, and I ended up picking up issue 4 of what's the one that just came out?
The Sword of Floss.
Sword of Floss. So I picked up issue 4 of Sword of Floss, and they had some back issues on sale. And I go through, and some Revelation or Revelation was in there. And I told my friend Aaron doesn't have any of them. And I go, oh, you should pick them up. They're only 50. She goes, oh, I'll probably wait for the omnibus. And I go, I don't know if they'll ever do that. And then literally 2 days later, you announced this. I was like, holy crap, she just spoke this into existence.
You know, back before Andra came out, Ted B. Stelly was on the podcast, and I suggested, hey, we need an omnibus. And he was like, just wait. It's going to be a little more. He said, just wait. And I was like, okay. And then I figured, I was hoping it was going to be season 3, you know, in comic form, but it turned out to be Andra, you know, and yeah, no, I'm excited about this book. This one is definitely going on the shelf. So, all right, so let's get out of this one because I see an interesting comment in the chat real quick. Maybe we'll jump around. Yeah, let's jump around. So we have jump around, jump up. House of Pain. Julio says annoying box office analysts are saying this will be a box office bomb at the summer. So
see, that's what I worry for Street Fighter. This, no, definitely not. I don't see that being a box office bomb.
I don't expect I don't see it as a bomb, but I'm worried it won't be successful enough. You know, like Dungeons and Dragons made what 275 million, but it wasn't enough to recoup, you know, its budget.
They are going pretty hard on the marketing and stuff on this, where it's like you throwing a lot of money at it. Fingers crossed it can make that back.
Yeah. So this brings up maybe a good time to bring up a specific article here. Should we be worried? Should we be worried? Scary Movie 6 is outpacing Masters of the Universe in everyday American awareness, interest, willing to pay, and willing to see in theaters. The Quorum is an industry leader in providing film tracking, research, and actionable insights for movies. Now that you know, I'm skipping a part. Now that I know you know what the Quorum is, their latest report is a bit concerning for He-Man fans. Looking how the Masters of the Universe movie is tracking against its main competitor, Scary Movie 6, which are both releasing in theaters June 5th, the new Scary Movie film is tracking better than Masters of the Universe in 4 categories: awareness, interest, if people want to see it in the theater, and if they would pay to watch the movie. And here is the comparison charts, and we can see here.
I still feel like, of course, Scary Movie is more to the general public than even like kids, you know, well, I guess they had the 2000X series. I'm say kids born, you know, your Gen Zers, right? They probably started watching the Scary Movies 4 and 5 and all those, they're terrible ones. And now here's another one. So as far as awareness, they're like, oh yeah, and now it's going to be the Waynes again. So, okay, yeah, I'll go see it.
Yeah.
I'm not too worried about this. Honestly, I think there's room for both to be successful.
So in case we throw this on the podcast network, we probably will. In regards to percentage of awareness of film, and they poll, this is everyday Americans, by the way. That's what they call it, quote, everyday Americans. It's not international audiences. In regards to awareness, 30% of the people polled were aware of Masters of the Universe, compared to 61% Scary Movie. 43% were interested in seeing the film, compared to 55% for Scary Movie. 40% would prefer to watch it in the theater, compared to 47% for Scary Movie. And the percent of people who would pay to watch the film, 50 would pay to watch Masters of the Universe, and 57% would pay to see Scary Movie. Now, you guys have to remember there's still time, and Masters of the Universe and Mattel and Amazon are pushing it to the hilt in regards to promotion. I'll read the rest of the article. So at this moment, it's not good news for He-Man fans to be the top movie its opening weekend. Scary Movie 6 is outpacing Masters of the Universe in all 4 of the important metrics. Now, there are 7 weeks to go, and things can change in 7 weeks. And it's important to remember this data does not factor in the international market. But would we feel absolutely better if the metrics favored He-Man and not Scary Movie? Absolutely. Sure. Perhaps showing 20 minutes of Masters of the Universe to the press yesterday at CinemaCon was a step in the right direction. We'll just have to wait and see how this all pans out. So I think, Mikey, if they went ahead and
how often does that report come out?
I think it's every 8 weeks. I think.
I'll see another one, unfortunately, before the movie.
Yeah, or you know, they do internal ones. They're apparently industry leader, and they do a lot of work for the actual film studios. But I think the ones that they share for the public that are free aren't done as often. But, you know, the studio ones keep getting like weekly updates. You know what I mean? They pay for this. So I think this kind of information is how they do box office projections, you know? So right now, I think, at least for the U.S., Scary Movie would be projected higher. But then again, we still have time. So in regards to what Julio is saying, hopefully, I don't think it'll be a bomb. Neither me and Mike thinks it's a bomb. I just hope it makes enough to warrant a sequel, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
and maybe an Amazon miniseries.
2 Amazon miniseries.
Yeah, 2.
Thundergato, Motu Prince. Yeah, I'm a little late on that. You are all too worried about Scary Movie 6. Well,
I'm not. This is the guy over here making the articles about it.
Well, the thing, I write the news, right? And I'm going to write the news. You know, I love Masters of the Universe. Look at this. You know the movie I'm stoked about. You know when it looked like Prince Adam from Filmation, I was blowing up like crazy. I want this to do well. I want this to be a fantastic movie.
You can still be worried and want it to do well. I'm just saying.
Yeah, but I have to report. If it's numbers, I have to report on it. Trust me, I rather reported. Like, what did I report on when that first trailer got all those views? I freaking trumpeted it to the moon. I made all these articles saying, look, it beat out Star Wars trailer views. It beat out, what else did it beat out? Supergirl,
which
right?
is crazy that the awareness came up at what was it, 37%, and then it has the trailer has more views than freaking Doomsday and all these other ones, Grogu and Mandalorian. Like,
I guess the percentage of normal people probably don't even watch trailers on YouTube. Yeah,
right.
And
which is why I'm not worried.
And it probably doesn't account also for Masters of the Universe fans that have been waiting for this for over 40 years, or less than 40 years if you count the 87 movie, and are just watched it, 100 times, that first trailer. Because I heard the second trailer didn't do as well, unfortunately. Yeah. So Motu Prince says, hell yeah, MOTUniverse, can't wait. Yeah. Let's see. Once we get through Scary Movie, let's talk MOTUniverse real quick. Beavis and Butthead Do America was released in UK cinemas on May 23rd. In the US, it was released on December 20th, 1990. Whoa.
Wow, way late.
Way late, yeah. I wonder if Beavis and Butthead, and you'll be able to explain, Classic, if it was really a thing in the UK. Meaning it was huge in the US.
Yeah, it was really big here.
But I didn't think personally it translated to internationally well, but that's interesting. Agree with Scary Movie 6. It will make 40 to 50 million opening weekend and then drop 60 to 70% the following weekend, which is the trend that the previous 4 movies followed. Check your Facebook messages. I will. I think I'm behind. If that's towards me and not to Mike, I apologize. I am behind on. You wouldn't believe the amount of.
It can't be mine. I don't have.
No, and I'm a little behind. I just answered everything on Instagram, but sometimes I get I get a lot, and I want to respond to everyone. So, Alex, I will promise I will check them today. Let's see what else we have here. Really curious how Tila and Beastman end up on Earth. Allegedly, the sword is supposedly Adam's only link home, and since we were separated from him, that's why Skeletor couldn't find him. My guess is there's a lot of planets out there, and this is me guessing. This is not me with spoiler info. And once he holds the sword, maybe it creates like a homing beacon or something. That they finally find out where he is. This is just me speculating. Because why find him? It looks like based on all those behind the scenes shots, they find him after he found the sword, right? He gets arrested.
Right.
We saw the shots and he has the sword. And then we saw Beastman like kind of in the streets attacking them. Yeah. I hope we get a Mossman nod when they are in that colorful. It's more than a nod.
I was going to say he was cast.
He was cast. Let's go back to the videotape, or no, back to He-Mania.com. Here we go. Hang on.
Somewhere.
He's there. So if we go to the movie page, right over the MOTUniverse banner. Oh, get your tickets now, guys. Click through here if you haven't gotten your tickets. It takes you right to the MOTUniverse page. And we're going to talk about that next, and then resume news. So you hit MOTUniverse movie and pick your character. We have the For Eternia logo because this was created back when we were still For Eternia. Where's Mossman? Here he is. So, Mossman actor, here we go. Let's go to the original casting right here. Actor Stephen Denton has been cast as Mossman in the new Masters of the Universe movie. And there he is. And we actually got to see some practical effects. He gave us a peek. He was talking about putting the makeup on his film. Yeah. So if you see, he was doing like this photo here and doing a selfie. And then on the back, we saw some moss kind of trimmings in the back that was sort of like teasing the Moss Man costume. So to answer your question, Forgotten Tales of Eternia, it's not going to be a nod. We're getting Moss Man. So he hasn't been shown yet.
Yeah.
What other characters?
That's the thing. What other characters, right?
Yeah, let's go back.
We'll see Merman. We don't know.
That's true. I hope we get a glimpse of Merman. Let me get out of Moss Man here and just look at the rest of the characters and see who we haven't seen on screen yet. We have seen these folks here. So Moss Man, we have not seen in any sort of trailer or footage yet. Pig Boy, Arun Basi as Pig Boy.
Yeah,
we have not seen.
We did see the toy version of him. Apparently, he was teased on one of the little brick shops, so he's there.
Yep, and he's been cast. We haven't seen young Tila yet. Your Farrell is young Tila.
We see her in the trailer. You see young Tila.
We did?
Oh, no. See, now I'm mixing up people telling me stuff. So, in the footage they saw, you see young Tila in the footage they saw at CinemaCon. Sorry.
Okay. For the general public.
Spoiler, because obviously she's cast.
That was hidden by a press wall. Yeah. Yeah, we saw Komodo even, right? And so that was it. So, and we haven't seen Dolph Lundgren's cameo yet. So, but definitely getting Moss Man. So we're going to continue with news, guys. But why don't we take this opportunity to talk about MOTUniverse, Mike? Because we are 4 weeks out, aren't we? How's it going? How are things going as we prepare for MOTUniverse?
It's incredible. You know, being a month away, these last, I guess, 10 months technically is when this first came to be, have been very challenging at times, but also incredibly rewarding. The guest list that we have come up and been able to assemble, I am extremely proud of. I think you guys are going to really enjoy being able to meet Alan, who's celebrating his 96th birthday today, by the way. It's Alan Oppenheimer's birthday. Happy birthday, Alan.
Yeah.
Melindy Britt, Rudy Obrero, William Stout, and Anthony DeLongis from, the 87 movie. Like, it's truly incredible. Man, I'm just so excited. This whole Filmation thing, Dave Woodman and Michael Pavani, Larry Houston, who freaking made Geldor and Lodar in the original mini comics, Rebecca Taylor, she's so sweet. I'm so looking forward to being able to just hang out with her for hopefully I can get to hang out with her for maybe 5-10 minutes while I'm running around like a chicken with his head cut off. Meeting Mike Young. I am a fan of the 2000X series, and being able to meet the producer that freaking made 2000X a thing. I'm extremely excited to have Mike Young. Of course, Rudy, I've seen him a few times at conventions in the past. He's super nice and such a cool guy. Being able to see him again is going to be awesome. Who else do we got? William Stout. I've met him in the past as well. He is very nice. He loves to talk about his designs. And my best J's, Gwildor. He made Gwildor. That's why Jay's Gwildor and I'm not. And then, of course, Tim Sheridan, who's amazing. Super excited for him. I don't know how much he'll be able to talk about the new comic, but to hear, I'm sure he can talk about the omnibus and things that have already come out, right? So that'll be really exciting to go over. Tony Washington, who has an exclusive print from us. which we got to get around to getting that out to you guys. We've been meaning to do that. Josh just got to go, you know, rest in peace, Michael Halprin, but the Masters of the Universe Bible writer for Filmation, Michael Halprin, his family invited Josh over to kind of look and go through, because, you know, they don't know as much, right? So they're like, hey, can you come take a look at this stuff, see what we have? And they're actually going to bring some of the items that Josh thought were really cool and worth displaying and showing off at the con. So we're going to have a little, you know, tribute to Michael Halprin with the help of Josh Sky. And Josh, of course, we know as he's writing the lore right now from the mini comics that come with the Origins figures. And then you have Ken Coleman. He's going to be there digitally. So we're going to plan on working in a live stream with Ken to, again, talk about just being able to work as a fan, some fan art. I think he's done some even official art for them as well, right?
Yeah.
So very cool stuff.
Extremely cool, guys. And there's more guests to come. Definitely, yes. There's more guests to come. Might even be a surprise guest. We'll see.
Some updates if you want. On the main page, if you scroll down, we do have our hours in place. So for those wondering, we will be on Saturday, May 23rd. The VIP entry will be 10 a.m. And then it's going to be general admission from 11 to 7. And then Sunday will just be general admission, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. So if you got that VIP pass, you have an hour to just take it all in, go meet the guests, go get any booth that has exclusives, go get their exclusives and make sure you secure it before anybody else. Yeah, so very excited that we were able to get that locked in.
Yep. Yeah, absolutely. So, and I want to say everyone's just wondering about the movie. We do have, I think we do have some exciting stuff to also mention that involves or surrounds, you know, tie-ins with the movie as well. So, and
we're working on tie-ins with the movie. We're working on tie-ins with Denny's. We're working on, you know, there was a third thing that now I'm like just brain farted on it. Oh, with like comics and stuff. We're working on tie-ins. We want like Masters Universe Day. For those that don't know, Masters Universe Day is April 28th. So we're about 5 days away. And we want to do something to celebrate for you guys. So definitely tune in on the 28th to MOTUniverse. We want to celebrate that. And maybe do some giveaways and some really fun stuff. Some more announcements and stuff.
So guys, if you can make it out, definitely try to make it out. So
and it's just me. And we're waving. Did he just exit the whole stream? This guy. What did he do? Okay, good.
he's always doing crazy stuff like this. First, let me share that screen again. Man, it's the problem that I'm always doing with the back button. And I'm just, okay, let's share MOTUniverse and get it up. Okay. So, again, if you're looking to buy tickets, all you have to do is just go to He-Mania.com on the front page and either click through the banner right here or right here. Get your tickets now. And you can also scan this as well.
Scan that QR code.
And scan that QR code. And this is really the place you're going to want to be. Jay's going to be there. I'm going to be there. Mike's going to be there. And the most excited thing that I'm excited about is just not just the guests, but just the whole community. And this is going to be 2 weeks before. This is going to be 2 weeks before the movie, guys, and less than 2 weeks if you really consider like screening starting on Wednesday. I mean, it's something like 9-10 days. I mean, we are going to be amped up. It's never going to be as exciting as it is, the week or two before the movie,
Right.
And hopefully we'll get more sequels than that, but we can't take that for granted. This is the biggest year, I think, possibly of Masters of the Universe in our lifetime. Again, we have 3 comic books. For 4 months, we're going to have 3 different comic book titles at the same time. We're going to have novelizations. We've never had a novel. We're going to have a Tila novel. We're going to have a Junior novel. We're going to have this video game, Dragon Pearl of Destruction. All of this is happening at the same time in this big budget movie. How many lines of toys? We got 3 lines of movie toys. Origins, Kids Core, and Chronicles, and this is the biggest time of the year, and the culmination is MOTUniverse, and the fact that we're going to be able to party together, because it's not just going to end at those times. If you're staying at the hotel or you're staying nearby, everyone's going to be like, I'm sure, partying after hours on both.
There's a bar in the lobby of the hotel that will turn into a little bit of a party scene, I'm sure, after the 7 p.m.
Yeah. So if it's in driving distance, a 10-hour driving distance, or you guys can fly and make it out there, I mean, this is the time to do it. It's look at me. I'm even going out there, and it's going to be expensive for me, and I'm unemployed. But you know what? I do not want to miss this. So if it's within your means and you're able to come out there, this is going to be the biggest year, I think, of our lives for Masters of the Universe. And leading up to this film, it's not going to get any bigger. So we'll love to see you at MOTUniverse. And
I do have also one more update. The hotel room blocks sadly closed yesterday. So, the room rates have gone back up. So it can be kind of expensive. With that being said, I do want to offer you guys, it's not going to be coming through MOTUniverse, but there's options. There is a Residence Inn, also Marriott Residence Inn across the street. It's like literally a third of a mile walk, probably less than 10-minute walk. If you're coming in from out of town and you're like, oh man, I can't afford, I think these rooms are almost back up to 275 something bucks a day, which is pretty pricey.
Yeah.
But there's other hotels right within that vicinity that you can check out if you just Google map it. And maybe you're not right on property, but literally have some drinks with us and stumble 10 minutes across the street to your other hotel.
That's right. Yeah. I did that once for going to Disney World, and, I saved a lot of money not staying on the park, but away from the park. And what Mike was talking about is a great option. So there's definitely ways to be frugal, and, and also if you're somewhere in middle of the country and you can manage the drive. I've driven down from Florida, from Pennsylvania and New Jersey to Florida, and it's like a 18-hour drive, but I did it, powered through. And it was worth it. So, however you guys can manage, if you can. I know not everyone can, and but we'd love to see you there. It's going to be a big party. Yeah. So
we do plan on recording panels for everyone to be able to watch. It would be posted, of course, after. We do want to give people that attend that I got to see it first kind of thing. But of course, we do want to share with everybody and have everyone be able to get in on the experience that we all experienced after the fact as well.
There will be some private stuff that won't be shared that you can only see during if you go to MOTUniverse. So definitely, even though we will be sharing some stuff on social media and videos and stuff, you're not going to be able to see everything. So please, if you can, definitely come out. We'd love to see you.
It's going to be a lot. There's a lot.
Mm-hmm. All right. So
I think
let's first go to any more in the chat, and then we'll get back to some Motu news and wrap it up. So let's see. Let me go back some. Let's see. All right. This was after the Moss. And Motu Princess, total emotion with the Motu trailer. Loved both properties. She-Ra and He-Man, are we talking? Or... I'm not sure. TM Mick Labs, is there a world record for having the most childhood Motu things? Laugh out loud.
I'm sure there probably is. There's a guy that was recognized by the Guinness Book of World Records for having the largest Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles collection. So I'm sure there's got to be the same for Masters.
Yeah.
sadly, it's not me. I'm, I call myself attorney royalty, but my collection, some of these guys out there, especially international, the Germany guys.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah. Yeah. And I'm not even close. So, let's see. Great Skull Zombie says there's so much good comic book stuff coming our way. Yes. 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 Like I said, for 4 months, we're going to have 3 different comic stories. And then for a whole year, we're going to have 2. The ongoing and then that 12-month, and we'll cover that in our news next. Forgotten Tales of Eternia, Loki. Loki is having a Easter egg appearance in the forest. Would have me spit my drink out. Loki having an Easter egg appearance in the forest. Yeah, during the movie. Oh yeah.
With
and then everyone would be
power sword drink.
Yeah, and then everyone would be saying,
it'd be like
I feel bad for the people sitting in front. Let's see. My He-Man is one stamped 1981. It's the one with the squishy head and no paint on where the eyebrows are. In 82, they started giving He-Man black eyebrows. Yeah, the 81 Taiwan. Let's see what else we got here. Let's see. The quorum isn't a reliable predictor of box office revenue. Look at the data for some recent movies like Project Hail Mary. It's nearly identical to MOTU. Plus, I'd like to see the audience demo. Well, the industry uses them. And of course, they're not always accurate. And they're not predicting box office yet. They're just saying the analytics of what their analysis is at this time. And no, Project Hail Mary was a nice surprise. Actually, no one predicted Barbie to be a $1.5 billion. I mean, there's only so many predictors. Project Hail Mary luckily had no competition, really. Masters of the Universe is going to have a lot surrounding it. So, but fingers crossed. Let's see what else is here. If they do, Masters of the Universe Classic says if they do a good job with this movie, it'll be good for the franchise. So it's really important. Plus, if it's not as watched in the theater, that means it'll come to other platforms quicker. Yeah, I guess that would be a bright side.
I guess, yeah, if you want to look at the positivity part of it not doing as well, but I hope it stays in theaters for at least a month. You got Toy Story 5 coming out 2 weeks after, so a lot of families will be coming in, and sadly, the more movies that come into the theaters, they're moving them out pretty quick. I forget who quoted it, but someone in Hollywood said, "Yeah, I wish movies would just be. It's like you have 2 weeks, you watch it in the theater, and then it's done. And then you can go watch it on your home theater if you don't."
Yeah. Yeah. Look, for me, my biggest priority over everything is this to be a great movie. Even though Mike and I and Jay look like we're 21 years old, we're not really 21 years old. And so, consider. I just want to see. That's blonde. It's dyed that way.
I know it's hard to tell it's gray in this letter, but there's some grays in there, guy.
My biggest thing is I want to love this movie. For Transformers fans, there's a lot of Transformers movies, but there's some fans out there that don't think any of them are good. Maybe just Bumblebee, but none of them are really great movies. If I had to give 3 Masters of the Universe movies that were okay for one amazing one that didn't recoup enough at the box office that I love, I honestly would take the one.
If Michael Bay got the property, you'd be like,
no. Yeah. Yeah, or we got the gold-faced Skeletor, right?
Oh,
right, that Travis Knight said F no to. Or with Tila in that mech suit. Which one was that? David Goyer was that one? Yeah. So my preference being I rather have one movie that I absolutely love than 3 movies that are just okay to me. So yeah.
Actually, I think Kiss My Grits put in he said that he got to read the
the scripts that was higher up, right?
Yeah.
There's a bunch of scripts online. What was it? The Mark script you read? I didn't.
Yeah, it was when what was it, 2008 or something. I actually read part of it. I didn't read the whole thing. Someone posted it. I mean, I want to say, sorry, Jay, but I think it was before your time because it was the org, right? It was He-Man.org. Someone posted a link to be able to read it. And I read parts. And it was very dark. It was
his name Justin Sparks, I think. That's what was his name, right?
Something like that.
Yeah. Yeah. I've never been totally thrilled with any of the scripts I've seen. Kiss My Grits is saying that if it was called He-Man in the Masters universe, the awareness would be higher. And he said those numbers from the quorum that are shared publicly are from January.
That's very true because even as just a Masters Universe collector, you know, I talk to people, you know, or I'm wearing a shirt and they're like, oh, that's cool. What's that from? And I go, oh, Masters of the Universe. And they go, oh, what's that? And then I have to go, oh, He-Man and Skeletor. They go, oh, and then they know.
Yeah. Yeah. I haven't seen anything for Scary Movie coming out, so phooey on their statistics, laugh out loud. Yes, phooey. Phooey on them.
Right.
Oh, but I love this movie and it's a big hit. I hope, guys. I really do. So, let's see. Tim McLab said, I said a prayer this morning asking that the new Motu movie breaks box office records, wins an Oscar, and then turns into a trilogy.
Best visual effects. They might for the costume designs and stuff. They could.
They might
be nominated.
Yeah. Yeah, I would love that. And hopefully music, you know, with Brian May.
Because you know, you got the Odyssey and Doom 3. So there's a lot of like crazy costumes coming up in movies this year.
I could see at least one of the songs being nominated just for them. They would want, you know, at the Academy Awards show to bring Brian May from Queen to actually perform the tune. So I could see it at least nominated. Man, I hope they incorporate the Filmation music somehow. Captain Clawful. Oh yeah, big Clawful fan. Not holding out much hope for seeing Clawful in the movie. I'm a big web store guy. I'm a big web store guy, and I'm not holding out much hope for web
there's
store.
So many. I mean, let's say Merman's not in it. You got Merman. You got Clawful. You've got web store. You've got. Hold on, let me turn around.
Ninjor, come on,
Whiplash.
Tongue Lasher. Whiplash would be cool. Yeah. So, all right.
That's what I was thinking of. I'm like in 2000X, Clawful and Whiplash. You know that goofy play off of each other. That would be really fun to see in live action.
Attorney says, if we do eventually get a sequel to this movie, what kind of story would you like to see in it? Well, if we don't get Merman, I would love to see an invasion of Merman and the Aquaticans, first of all. And if I have a feeling based on the comic, The Wings of Fate, that we're not getting Avion or the Bird People, right? Stratos, and we're not getting maybe Buzz Off, maybe. So I would love to explore more of the sea and more of the air, I guess, is what I would like to see.
They could literally turn this into like Star Wars, because you know how in Star Wars movies they're on different planets each time, right? This could just be different lands, right? Like the sequel is basically there's trouble between Merman attacking Avios or something, and so he has to go help Stratos, and then that becomes a thing, and they all come together. I don't know. There's so many different routes you could go. Of course, everybody wants the Horde and they want She-Ra. I would love that too.
Lost. Well, Lost. I'm just gonna say two boss. I can't.
Lost one to be.
One lost to
1K. I don't know.
One lost to be boss. One lost to be boss. Let's say that. We know Karg is also in the film. Yeah. Well,
he was spoiled on that toy. He was spoiled also in that.
I know.
And then there's one other character. I won't mention it.
Or don't mention
it in the comments.
Yeah.
There's other characters that were spoiled because of a toy.
We got Matthew Carter from Facebook. Hey, He-Mania. I'm also looking forward to watching Masters of the Universe. I'm also going to be putting it on my Christmas list on DVD if it debuts in time for the holidays. Also, I've heard of a clip where Skeletor raises his fist and laughs in triumph. Like that, yeah. But nobody reacts to it, in which he says, well, this is kind of spoiler. Why are you not reacting? This is our
Like,
moment.
move on. Yeah, this
Yeah.
is
And he's given more spoilers. Okay, yes, we do realize
stuff.
We do realize there was stuff. Not everyone wants to be spoiled, but we heard that stuff too in the footage they were showing in CinemaCon.
Yep.
Masters of the Universe Classic said 1 month away. It's going so fast. Yeah. 1 month away from MOTUniverse, 4 weeks, and just like 10 more days until that like Wednesday premiere. So it is going fast, guys. It's right around the corner. I'm just really happy for you guys. You deserve this and work so hard, as well as very passionate about Motu. If anyone deserves the wonderful experience, it's you guys, 100%. Thanks.
Thank you.
Classic. Even though 2 out of 3 watched the Asterisk show. Just found some merch. This is bro one NZ guy. Just found some merch at the local Walmart. Still looking for the comic books. The comic books are not out yet, so the ongoing is not out yet. You got the 4 Sort of Flaws, 4 issues that came out.
I have it right here. This is what I just picked up on.
Yeah. So Sort of Flaws was a 4-issue limited series that is transitioning into an ongoing with issue number 5. That comes out, I think, next week. And then the Wings of Fate, the Motu tie-in comic, there you go. That's issue 4. And that ends the Sort of Flaws arc. And that was only announced as a limited release.
This cover too, of course.
Nice. So that's only a 4-issue limited series, and then Mattel later, Dark Horse, announced that it was going to turn into an ongoing. So issue 5 is really the launch of the ongoing. And then the Wings of Fate actually comes out 5 days. The movie tie-in comic comes in 5 days after the movie. So June 5th, the movie, or June 3rd, depending on where you are. And then June 10th is the Wings of Fate tie-in comic. And I believe it's that way because that comic actually has some spoilers. And while we're talking comics, why don't we, Mikey, talk about a certain comic announcement that also showed up in the news? And that was Masters of the Universe Genesis. So
this one I'm really excited for.
Okay. So Masters of the Universe, Masters of the Universe Genesis 12-issue Dark Horse comic series will explore the origins of Eternia, is coming August 5th. So the Masters of the Universe content just keeps on coming. Comic publisher Dark Horse has just announced a 12-issue comic series beginning this August that will explore the backstories of Eternia, including the origin of Skeletor. We'll look at the cover in a minute. Announced through /Film, the opening 3-issue arc will be written by Rick Doek and illustrated by Gavin Smith and focus on the evil Lord of Destruction himself. Here is the synopsis. Quote, discover the origins of your favorite heroes and villains. In issue 1, we meet Skeletor, a power-hungry demon mage determined to seize control of Castle Grayskull, conquer Eternia, and become the Masters of the Universe. End quote. This means that August Masters of the Universe fans will have 3 separate comic titles to read. The ongoing series, the movie tie-in limited series, The Wings of Fate, and now Genesis. Wow. Future arcs of Masters of the Universe Genesis will include stories by Kevin Scott, Nick Roche, John Harris Dunning, Giovanni LaPietra, and Tiffany Smith, the voice actress and writer of Andra. Masters of the Universe Genesis number 1 will come to comic book shops and digital retailers everywhere this Wednesday, August 5th. So what were you saying, Mike?
So the fact that it's the background stories of the evil villains makes me think, remember the Icons of Evil that came out in 2000... 5, 6, around there,
maybe a little earlier, but yeah, around there.
Oh yeah, it could even be earlier than that, but yeah, those were great comics, and to see this redone, I'm sure it's going to be more movie-ish, which really excites me. I mean, look at that freaking trap jaw. Come on. And the Beast Man too, like just that cover.
That Beast Man, look at him.
Oh yeah.
Love this art.
So, and the fact that it's 12 issues, I really hope they do focus
blonde hair on Triclops.
Oh, yeah.
blonde hair. Yeah.
I hope they focus like this. This comic is all about his backstory, and this comic's all about his backstory, and it's just 12 bad guys. But of course, with Tiffany Smith writing, I'm curious if she's writing for like a backstory. Although I guess Andra kind of did that, but that was more of like a fill in the gap comic, right?
Yeah, that was to take place between Revelation and Revolution in her new role of Man in Arms. But, you know, I think she just wants to explore herself as a writer. So I think she's just writing. I don't think there'll be any tie to Andra this time. I have a feeling it's just going to be another, you know, sort of Genesis story. But no, I don't think this will have any tie to the comic. A Triclops might be proof of that. But I am excited about it. I'm excited, but, you know, I am curious, what kind of lore will this be? Will this be a brand new lore? Or, you know, they don't mention Keldor, right? In the actual synopsis, they say demon mage. So demon wizard, right? And could this be pre-Keldor? Could it lead into Keldor? Or is this just going to be the demon from another dimension?
I was going to say, this could be going back to the mini comic kind of lore, just expanding on that with a deeper, more adult theme to it. Yeah.
So I guess this is really just, I think, just capitalizing on the excitement of Masters of the Universe, you know, when it's amped up to the craziest level we've ever seen.
Gotta love that they're using the most iconic logo of the Masters Universe as well, right?
Yeah. But you know what? I do know when Variety originally made the announcement, they were talking about, you know, signing for sequels if Masters of the Universe does well. So I'm sure with comic books, they really can't explore the lore surrounding, you know, Wings of Fate takes place when Prince Adam is on Earth.
Right.
But other before and afterwards, they can't really fill out those backstories because that'll be done by a scriptwriter, right? If they go ahead and continue with, and hopefully they do. So I think writers for tie-in comics will be very limited at this point and have to jump through hoops in regarding approvals, even much more than Masters of the Universe, Revelation, and Revolution, you know, because
yeah, you're dealing with big studios
and like $200 million budgets and stuff like that.
Right.
So, but yeah, I'm excited about this too. Let's see if there's any comments here. It was the Marx script, Ryan was saying. I was saying Marx and then I said Sparks. I just can't remember. Alex is still here just doing cardio. Yeah, pumping up.
Oh, right.
Just like He-Man. Well, actually, that's not pumping up, but that's being in shape.
I was at the gym this morning too.
Yeah. Let's see. Masters Universe Classic said it'd be cool if Hordak makes an appearance. Yep, I agree. We did report once that one of the stunt people said they were a horde
trooper, or
alien horde trooper in the IMDb. You know, but who knows? It could be just a Skeletor horde trooper. You know. If the movie is successful, Dustin says, and Amazon did a show based on the universe, what would you want the show to focus on? My vote would be Rio Blast, but so many good ones. Phew.
I'd like to just see, like, again, I haven't seen the movie, but I'd want it to be some people like, give me a Mechanic Ram Man, like Falcon Winter Soldier type, where it's those two doing stuff, or Fisto Ram Man, whoever has like the really good chemistry together.
Yeah.
And have cameos from other characters and introduce new, like they go fight Merman in that, right? Since we didn't see Merman.
He deserves to be in the movie, part of the original 8-pack. You know, and maybe the one deserves, this is going to be the wrong word, but maybe the one that I'm okay with not being in the movie on the original 8-pack is Zodak, right? Because
right.
That introduced,
he's a tough character to
and that introduces a whole nother aspect that you have to be like MCU level strength, right? To introduce Zodak with lots of movies. Now, if it was a
sequel, I would like to see him in a sequel.
Maybe, yeah. Well, I still have other people probably ahead in my personal lists, but I mean, I wouldn't say no to it. Jeez, I love Zodak. In regards to a TV show, would I want Rio Blast? I love Rio Blast, but he's a little too American or Earth for me to put him in the forefront. I'd rather it be based on Stratos and Avion or something like that, you know, and have a whole like
snout spout series.
putting out fires. Oh man, I would love that. You know, he's always behind the scenes. There was some sort of show that did that, or some sort of movie that they inserted people later, like behind the scenes, like working things. And it'd be funny if, like, during all the fires and explosions, there was some sort of like special feature on the Blu-ray and DVD. Right. And you see Snout Spout off in the back putting out fires, that Skeletor starting, and I would love that. Matthew says, sorry for the spoilers. I myself am looking forward to seeing She-Ra in the potential sequel, and Orko as well, and Hordak perhaps. Yeah, I mean, yeah, She-Ra would be great. You know, I wonder if they would go with She-Ra in a potential sequel, like a first sequel.
The last part of that comment, he says, I hope Skeletor calls Randor
a royal
That
boob.
doesn't happen. That's a
royal boob. It would be good. Not in the that would actually be great, wouldn't it? In his Shakespearean voice.
My fingers are crossed to see that too.
Oh yeah, that would be great. Let's see. If there's any panic among Amazon and Mattel executives, it would have been definitely leaked. If there was any panic among Amazon and Mattel executives regarding the box office, it would have definitely been leaked by now. Everything leaked to date has been positive except the stupid toxic mask quotes, masculine quotes. I don't know. I mean, I don't know if it would be leaked, but I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. We're just very hopeful. Look, there's, you know, we want to see multiple. First, I'm very excited that they can't take this away from us, guys. How many Masters of the Universe movies have they taken away from us, Mike? So many iterations across the world. I've gotten my hopes up so many times. Most recently at Netflix, where they had props built. I had a guy on the inside when the Nee brothers were directing it, and I was so stoked. And I even saw scripts. I mean, I was, and then
I'll have to scroll back a ways, but I have something I was going to show. But go ahead.
So I was so extremely stoked. They can't take this movie away from us, you know, and eventually, Motu fans have had things taken away from us, right? We know that Revelation Part 2 didn't do well enough, and because it didn't do well enough, Netflix only agreed to make half a full season, right, for Masters of the Universe Revolution, and then we know Masters of the Universe Revolution didn't do as well as that first part of Revelation, and now we don't have a third season. And we've seen 2000 X. Right, we had a full season and then they cut it short, and that didn't finish. We've seen the CG series tease Hordak, and they didn't green light. Boy, did I get a lot of heat for posting that article that was canceled, but it was. And we had a scoop. You know, they brought up and they projected a whole nother new season where they would go to Earth and stuff like that, and they did all this concept art, and Netflix passed. They're like, we're done with 3, even though Hordak was teased. So I don't know what's going to happen. I really don't know. I'm hoping for the best. We're all hoping for the best, you know? But the great thing is they can't take this away from us, guys. Just enjoy every minute. I don't know what the future's going to behold. I'm not worrying about the box office. I mean, I guess a little, but the fact is we're going to get this movie. Enjoy it right now. Regardless of what it does, they can't take it away from us. We're getting all the merch, those popcorn buckets. Oh my God!
Never just take advantage while you can.
Yes, yes.
Because
enjoy the moment. Enjoy the moment.
That was the whole reason Jay and I wanted to do MOTUniverse now. Is like, hey, this is the moment to capture that lightning in a bottle and really just feel the hype, feel the excitement, and you know, that's why we probably would have benefited having more time. We could have made some exclusives of toys and stuff for you guys, but you know, to make a toy takes almost a year, and we didn't have that kind of time. So
no, this is the best time ever. And guys, when we're at MOTUniverse, by the way, the movie won't be out, the reviews won't be out. there won't be any box office to talk about, to be worried about, or to be overjoyed about. So it's just all positive energy, and yeah. And I know there is those what do you call them, influencers. They're already railing against the movie based on certain quotes that Camilla made, and
right.
I don't know. I don't pay attention to those, So, and hopefully most people.
Here it is. So,
yeah,
I made this post. The Power Return, March 2021. Yep. And then look at the logo they used back then. That would have been cool if they would have just kept with that.
I like that logo too.
And I said the quote. I said the real April Fools, because I posted this on April Fools, April 1st. I put the real April Fools joke we've all been living for the past 2 years, because this was in 2023. I posted that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, that was 2021. So I posted it right after, because it was supposed to come out March, and then it was April. And I'm like, well, clearly that didn't happen. I said the real April Fool's joke.
And how many people said I won't believe it until I see the final credits
100%.
roll? Not even the beginning credits, the final credits scroll, and
19. I want a Zack Snyder MOTUniverse film. Haha, true. More like 10 to 15 years. Yep. Zack
Snyder? That would have been dark, and
he would have had to do that Grayskull one that Kiss Your Grits was talking about, because that was a very dark version of the script. I enjoyed it because I was like, oh man, this is crazy. Like, this is very Lord of the Rings-esque.
Yeah. I always thought I wanted a Motu horror comic series, because I thought, look at like the new Eternia Trapjaw. I mean, he looks like a horrific body horror with this big metal thing attached, and there's so many characters I think that acclimate to a horror. I would love, and I mentioned that before, but I think I brought that up even to Rob David once, but no one wants to do Motu horror. I mean, as comic, not as a movie, or let's see what else we got here in the chat. Let's see. Do you think he's Matthew Carter says, do you think this is going to narrate the who do you think is going to narrate the opening? It'll probably be the Queen. It'll be a nice nod to how the 87 movie began. See, that's one way we can see Merman, guys, by the way, if there is some sort of Lord of the Rings intro, in the beginning, Eternia was the center of the, and who knows. And yeah,
you could just show like a little snippet of him in a battle, and all the characters kind of battling. Yeah,
coming up from the water, or maybe pre-Eternian characters and stuff like that. And that's how we could get that second Dolph cameo. Or maybe Dolph is hanging out. Oh, well, if Dolph is on Earth, if his cameo is on Earth, maybe he's hiding out on Earth, just like Prince Adam is. Right. Maybe he's truly King Grayskull.
He just wanted to escape everybody.
I don't know. I'll just throwing it out there. Cyclone would have been an interesting backstory. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I agree. There's a lot of good
Stone, like doing like the rock, the comet, Stondar, and
that
would have been a cool story.
Yeah, that would have been cool. Kiss My Grist says Cartoon Network should have been crucified for how poorly they managed the 2000X series, because it was awesome. Yeah,
they fumbled a lot of good like I even enjoyed that 2011 Thundercats run, and I just felt like it was hard to find time. Like it wasn't on at a set time for some reason. It was like, what?
Yeah, I don't know about Thundercats, but with 2000X Motu, yeah, it kept like changing air times and stuff like that. Now, someone once explained to me it started falling in the ratings, and they were moving it around trying to find a better spot. I don't know. Maybe some of that is true, but they didn't help, right? So that is definitely frustrating. And frustrating that they couldn't complete the second season. So Matthew Carter says, what's your opinion of Bill Shatner voicing Keldor in the 2021-2024 cartoon?
I liked it.
I thought he was excellent.
Yeah, I thought it was great.
Yeah, I thought, amazing. Like if you would have told me, well, we're gonna bring Will Shatner. Like if they would have told me, we're gonna have him voice Keldor, I'd be like, what?
Yeah, I thought he was gonna be Gwildor. Honestly, when they announced him, I thought it was Gwildor.
I was like, this would be the stupidest idea ever. But boy, do I think he was great in the role. He was great in the role. Fantastic for me. And I really love that rendition of Keldor. You know, I'm okay with the acid on the face, but I really love the idea of the magic of havoc is the actual thing that transformed him and also took his memories. You know, which is really, really cool. So the acid was just okay. I mean, that's a normal thing. How do you get him disfigured? Throw some acid on his face, and then and then have Hordak help
acid on his face.
Yeah, and then have Hordak help him out and give him flown. But you know what? The fact that I do love that idea better. I thought that was a little more.
Yeah, it's like magical.
Yes,
dark magic.
Dark magic. Yeah. Snell's World says we will always have Dolph and Frank. Yes, we will. We will. That's right. And we will always have Jared Leto and Nicholas. I know when I said that, I know he gets so. But you guys got to admit, or maybe not all you guys have to admit, but I have to admit, I mean, so far, so really good.
Yeah, because you can't tell it's him at all. That's why. Like, hallelujah. You can't tell anything. You could go into this movie and be like, Jared Leto was in that? Oh, okay.
Yeah. Ryan says, piss on the clowns of the fish. What in the world is he talking about?
I know what he's talking about, but yeah, I want to elaborate.
No, I know what he's talking about.
Oh, okay.
The whole clownfish, Kevin Smith, all that stuff.
If you want to know, just go to Google clownfish Kevin Smith and you'll get the whole story.
Battle. Yeah. MOTUniverse Classic, would you like to see Snake Man in a movie? Well, I would love to get to that point. They would
in the third movie, sure.
Yeah.
You give me a Cobra Khan in the sequel, okay. But like Tongue Lasher and King Hiss and all them.
Or maybe the fourth movie, you know?
Or even the fourth movie.
Because we need the Horde, and there's going to be a lot of other Motu villains that we need explored as well.
True.
Maybe
the second one is just more Motu, He-Man versus Skeletor. The third is like She-Ra versus the Horde. Secret of the Sword in a sense.
And then 4 is Rise of the Snake Man.
Rise of the Snake Man. There you go.
That would be cool. Justin Marks, damn it. Salesword says, I want the Filmation opening.
And Nicholas just walking up. Hi, I'm Prince Adam.
Isn't that great that Travis Knight says he can recite the entire opening from the Filmation cartoon? That is great. That means he's a fan. And people are going to ask him. I know people will ask him to do it. Now that he's publicly said it, and I guarantee he's able to do it. I believe him. Some people were like, oh, he's not really a fan. No, that dude is a fan. I like when Shatner referenced Star Trek when he said to Skeletor that he was laughing at his superior intellect. Yeah, the Khan reference. Yeah. Yeah, that was great. Oh, he was so good. So surprising. Never thought. Snake Men, Forgotten Tales of Eternia. Snake Men bring the end of Eternia every time. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I don't want to be harsh on the Snake Men, but we got a lot of lizard men and snake men in a lot of different genres, a lot of different properties. Even in Dungeons and Dragons, there were the lizard men and the snake men. And that was something a little more in Conan cartoon. Wasn't it all the snake men, right? Mm-hmm. That seems to be more of a commonly used trope because it's successful. People like lizard men. Land of the Lost, right? What were those? The Sleestack lizard people. Lizard people were very, very... What's that?
V,
right. The Visitors. Oh, I used to love that show. V. So yeah, so many properties have used these snake and lizard-like creatures because they're, I think it's just ingrained in humanity to be afraid of snakes and lizards.
Right.
And but so I think in the beginning, what made Masters Universe so amazing was this whole mixture of different types of villains. You know, even when you would put Beastman together and Skeletor together and Merman together and Evil Lyn, they don't look like they're all from different races, different, you know, look like they're all from different planets, and somehow this whole mix just works. You know, and you get Mossman,
cast of characters right there.
Yeah, and at the time you would think Mossman must have a lot of Moss people and Stratos and Merman, because this is way in the beginning, right? Before they filled out the lore and stuff like that. And Beastman, there has to be a village of Beast people, but no, it was just one-offs. And so, yeah, so I think eventually, I guess eventually after you start creating like 10 or 15 of them, they start to become generic, and people who might not love Masters of the Universe as much as we are. Right? Just become the snake people? I don't know. Let's see. Oh, we're actually at 2 hours now, almost. Matthew Carter says, when Dolph Lundgren was cast as He-Man in the 87 film, he was very nearly dubbed. Yep, we know that, because he couldn't speak English, and they gave him multiple tries. Yeah. So was there anything else?
That would have been good.
Was there anything else news-wise, Mikey, that we wanted to go over real quick? Oh yeah, Combat Ready Roboto. That's available tomorrow.
Roboto toy. I'm happy to see that it's kind of transparent. I'm hoping there's gears in there, and we just can't really tell. It'd be really cool if there was some gears in there. And it doesn't really look like it, though, huh?
It doesn't look like it. No. You know what's really interesting is they're offering Roboto as Mattel Creations, right? But it's not necessarily an exclusive. They throw a caveat at the end of it. You know, everyone's going to order it thinking this is the only way you can get one if you're collecting the Kids Core First One line. But then at the end, they had something interesting where Mattel said, while supplies last, during this time, this item may be available at other retailers. Maybe available,
but you probably might be able to get it at Amazon or Big Bad Toy Store.
And I don't know if you've noticed, but on Mattel Creations, like the core First Ones kids line is $11.99, while in the stores you'll be able to buy them for $9.99.
$9.99, yeah.
Yeah. So this one, if it's available somewhere else, and I'm really surprised they would make like something from the movie exclusive only to Mattel Creations this soon.
Yeah.
Now this might be a second Roboto, meaning, because I do believe we got a rumor once that a featured Roboto, you know, that like $14.99, $15 one, was going to be coming. So maybe this is just a secondary Roboto. But I don't know. Are you going to be picking this up, Mike?
Nope. Sadly, no.
Okay.
If it was Origins, if they make an Origins Roboto,
yeah,
you know, I'm all over it.
Look out for this Denny's truck, guys. This beautiful, gorgeous.
This was like, oh, I think I commented, I was like, what in the what?
What? I know.
How crazy.
Oh, it's the fact that it's wrapped this way. I think that's how they call it. The truck's been wrapped.
Yeah. I think I had at least 3 or 4 people send me your post too, and they're like, this needs to be at the con. And I'm like, because I have control of where that Denny's trailer is gonna go, bro. Like, I agree. I would love to have it there, but I think they're starting in Pennsylvania, and they're gonna be like heading towards Los Angeles, but I don't know if any time, 2 weeks before, or 10 days or whatever it is before. I don't think they'll be out there quite yet.
I have the route from South Carolina to California. So
you have the whole list there. There you go.
Yeah, Spartanburg to Tennessee to Oklahoma City to Albuquerque, New Mexico, and Albuquerque, New Mexico. Oh yeah, to Los Angeles, California.
So they're ahead of schedule. They'll be there already.
Yeah, April 25th.
Like I said, I was trying to talk with Denny's. We'll see what happens, guys.
See if I can get the truck.
No promises.
We'll see if we can get the truck in front of the Marriott.
That'd be crazy.
Oh, that would be
like, what the hell is this?
Yeah, they wouldn't be able to park there. But be sure, guys, if you spot the truck, there are steps you can find in the article. We're not going to recite now, and you can win food, and you can win swag. Oh, I can bring this up. can't click on it. By the Power of Grayskull, I have the pancakes, one of the shirts they're offering. So
Good stuff.
Good stuff. So let's see what else is on the news list. Oh yeah, the Factory Entertainment, I think on the 25th as well, is offering all their goodies, including this sword here. Yep, and just be aware, guys, that this sword is pitted. So these spots on there are done on purpose to show age.
Right.
And I just wanted everyone to be aware, because a lot of people probably would be expecting a clean power sword. But it's not. They're trying to mask the oxidation of what they saw, I guess, in film. This is a close-up of the Torak statue. But unfortunately, you know, with true oxidation, there's a lot of things that happen. There's spotting, this like powder effect.
It's tough to replicate very high quality aging.
Yeah, it would require some paint apps, some browns, some greens, and this powdery blue. And you just really have more of specs in it. So just be aware if you're spending $900 for this puppy. Woo! $900. This will be available. And this is also interesting at 7 a.m. Pacific time on April 25th. So, okay. Anything else we want to cover? 4K scoop. We might be getting Masters of the Universe movie in 4K. Very excited about that. If that happens.
Would love to see a Blu-ray come out of Masters of the Universe. Yeah.
Yep. Or we have had some Blu-rays, but 4K.
Oh, yes. Sorry.
Yeah.
4K.
Do you have the Umbrella one from Umbrella Entertainment, Mike?
Yes. Probably in storage, though.
Oh, that one's great. Came with that book. If you guys don't want to spend $900 on a replica, Muckle Mannequins is also creating a replica Havoc staff and replica. Here, I guess I can click it up. Replica Havoc staff that looks more, I think, like the movie, and a replica power sword that I don't think will have the pitted effect here. There's definitely wear.
Yeah, that one has more of like a tarnish patina kind of look going on.
Mm-hmm.
How much do those go for?
So these are a lot cheaper, but they're not steel. They're fiberglass. $543 versus $900. Yeah. So, but it's a 1-to-1 scale. It's, I think for me, this would be more up my alley.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I still prefer just a clean one. So
I'll take like the hard foam, like the one I have over here.
Oh. The foam one actually is really nice. The one that they're working on. Publicity still, I'm sure.
So I can get hit in the head.
That's right. The publicity still is awesome.
Oh yeah.
We don't want to reveal what he's holding, but
what is he holding there? I wonder.
People can figure it out. Man, he does look buff there, though, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Jeez. Yeah. No complaints there. He almost looks like Dolph. Almost. Let's see what else we got. Anything else to cover? We always went back to the Filmation cartoon. Director Travis Knight talks about honoring the classic cartoon and why He-Man doesn't have a furry loincloth. They tried it. They said the costume department said they tried, but it wasn't working. The Masters of the movie. This is where they're going all out. And this is where we're talking about awareness, right? The awareness factor that was polled and put Masters of the Universe behind Scary Movie. This is before this kind of stuff. Do we have the video? We do. I mean, look at this. This is drone technology. A drone billboard. In front of, there was some sort of festival going on in Los Angeles.
Coachella, yeah.
Yeah. And look at this. So again, even though the numbers weren't favoring Masters of the Universe, that was before all this promotion they're doing. Like the He-Man Power Sword lightning rod, right?
Right.
How huge is that? That
Should have
thing
left
is.
earlier. Skeletor telling me.
Oh, I love that.
That's a little tip. Wear loincloth.
Yep. I was like,
Yeah, some
when
good
I
stuff.
first saw that, I saw Tip. And I was like, it's pointing at a man's crotch. And I was like, what,
Right?
what am I
And
reading?
it's like honk for He-Man. There, you hear the honks, which is hilarious.
Yeah, you do. You do. Here, we should, which is awesome.
People
Yeah.
honking. Yeah, it's good stuff.
And then, was there anything else to cover? So it was like 3 weeks. Well, geez, CinemaCon. We don't have enough time for all that. So, and pretty much everyone's aware. And there's a new Denny's commercial. You can come and get.
I have the pancakes. The entries ended apparently. I just saw they posted yesterday as well. So there was a short time where if you went and you signed up for the rewards program, you ordered something off the Masters of the Universe menu, and when you pay, just make sure you give them your phone number or scan your account. That somehow got you an entry into a possible plane trip.
Going to the premiere? That's over?
Premiere, go to the premiere, like after parties, like all kinds of crazy stuff.
Oh, that's over?
Fingers crossed, I'm entered. We'll see what happens.
Let me see.
Of course, this is across the U.S., so.
Yeah, let me just... it's overseas? Holy crap, the premiere is in here?
The premiere is here, yeah, I think in Los Angeles.
I'm sorry, across the U.S. Oh, yeah. Airfare for 2 for Los Angeles. By May 18th. Oh, wait. Oh, no. When do you have to be in by? I didn't realize that was over with already.
Oh, yeah. They posted on their story yesterday. Said
oh, yeah. From April 15th through April. Wow, what a short window.
Yeah.
Holy crap. Maybe
Which
you
makes
win.
me wonder, when is the premiere?
Maybe you will win, Mike. That is really a short window. From April 15th through April 22nd. Wow, you can't imagine there's many.
Yeah, they gave you a week, basically.
Many entries.
Well, I mean, there's like 8 Denny's just around San Diego in general. So there's tons, every truck stop across the U.S. for the most part, there's a Denny's. So
wow.
Be curious, yeah, how many people actually did the actual entry, though, right? So
yeah. Well, good luck to everyone. All right. So, all right, it's 5:09 here, and it's what, 2:09 there, and who knows what it is? It's an extra 5 hours overseas. Is that right? To the UK. It's 10:09 now. All right, sir. Do you have anything else to cover?
I just want to tell everyone again, thank you guys for supporting and watching. Jay and I are on the YouTube tour right now. If you tune in later tonight, we will be on the Toy Frenzy, which is on the Skelevator channel. If you haven't checked out Skelevator, he's making a giant, I'm talking giant, Castle Grayskull and Snake Mountain that he's bringing to MOTUniverse. And tonight, him and Oz, Battle Ram Blog, are all going to be joining Jay and I to talk about MOTUniverse. Again, we're 1 month away to the day, 1 month. And, we have a lot more exciting announcements to share with you guys. We plan on celebrating MOTU Day on the 28th. So just buckle up, enjoy the ride.
Buckle up. All right, we want to thank everyone for joining us, like Snell's World and Masters Universe Classic and Alex and Clawful and Forgotten Tales and I can't remember Ryan and everybody. I want to thank you for joining us for this latest episode of He-Maniacs. And remember, we are all He-Maniacs, and we will see you next time, guys. Go MOTUniverse, Masters of the Universe.
Yeah.
With scary movies ass. Bye, guys. And he's waving.
And I'm waving.